Waves. Okay, what's happened here today? Waves. And is Waves doing something? Is that a broadening channel? Or is it, was it rather, a simple parallel channel?
Welcome to US Daily News.
And rude interruption from the US Daily News. And is it that sort of parallel channel there? That's the continuous trend. It's not. Yeah, it's borderline, isn't it? But if you take a parallel channel there, okay, and this is measured like so. Oh, get off. Get off. Now, the parallel channel is sorry, the broadening descending channel is simply measured from the peak to the bottom. Yeah. And the breakout on that 236 area there. Okay. Got a nice breakout there. Comes up to, I don't know what, mate. Let's have a look. Fibby fibs. Yeah, so looking there, it's all good, isn't it? Really. Um, so using the fib retracement line tool there, it's just done perfectly well. So it's taking it from their peak to their bottom. It's absolutely perfect. I personally would have taken profit at 618, 786, and somewhere else. So where is the weekly? And I would have maybe kept a quarter in, or half certainly, up to absolute peaky tops somewhere between maybe 26.99 and absolute peaky tops there, isn't it? At 34.65, and then keeping maybe a last quarter for the run, which may well have just kept in there and stopped out at 47.28. Instead, it's just kept running on, isn't it? It's currently at 64.11 there. Um, Goodness, yeah. So would have missed out on quite a bit, eh? Quite a bit there. 63.34. It's really exceeded itself. Apparently, for 2023, the average price is probably set to be somewhere around 70, 73, something like that. And that's what I've read somewhere. Don't know how they've worked it out. It looks like a solid all-time high. Now, looking at these, there's no real precedence. Is it overextending itself? Well, what is this here? You know, I'm going to have to revisit this because you see these W patterns. If they occur somewhere low, well, if they occur at a low space, a low area, when it's reached the bottom, that's just absolutely fantastic. But here you got a W pattern near the top. And I'd recommend look up Google W patterns and where they occur. Okay, W top and W bottom. Have a look at that. Google and see what you can find. Um, I'm not going to tell you all the answers. So the next target up really is that 1618. Will it keep going up to that 1618? Just don't know. Will it go beyond the 1618? Where's Mana? I mean, just to compare something from the weekly, when was that? October, wasn't it? Yeah, massive run up in October, creating that sort of descending pattern there, and then big old run ups there, weren't there? And you can see on here, normally sort of get wrecked at these sort of areas here. Just people by the top there, thinking it's just going to go up and up forever. And what happens is they buy its top. It may go up for a bit, but it does come down, and then they're stuck in a trade for a long time. So for person believes that it will go up. That's why they average out by taking quarters at specified technical targets. Yeah, so buying in and then taking out at specified technical targets based on the indicators and price histories, etc. So yeah, keeping a final quarter, and I think personally I would have on the waves taken out the final quarter at some other higher price. I think I would have done that. Just gonna have a little look, maybe in the daily. Yeah, there you go. It's just up and up and up and up and up, channeling along quite tastily there, isn't it? It's in a fucking channel. So quite often when those channels do, it's been in a lot. The power of that is also down to you've had these sustained months, many months of sustained downtrend in a channel, and it's just boom launched up. So the length and the power of that downside does influence how the impulse is coming out of there, and that was a hell of an impulse, wasn't it? Eh? The width there, bottom, so that's its widest point, which would also be the width of if it was a parallel bar pattern coming up. And let's just have a look at that. How far away is that out? Let's bring it down a bit. Yeah, so that is the breakout on there. Where does that take to? Let's just zoom in on there. That breakout there does sort of see it as a baseline on this. Here you see that kind of bull flag or bull pennant in there, flaggish, pennantish sort of pattern in there, that period of consolidation before moving and breaking up some more, repeating over and over again. But this one, yeah, look at that, it's really powerful, isn't it? Okay? Is it getting overextended? That is a question. How sustainable is that? Is that just going to crab along for a bit longer? And when it crabs along, start looking at a break high or a break low. What does that mean? Where is it likely to fall back down, and what prices are those? And what indicators are you going to use for getting hold of those little price indicators? Because now it's pretty damned high, isn't it? Like I said, would have taken a lot of profit already, and that at the moment is 500. It's at about 500% up. So you're doing well with that one, and anybody's doing well. I just don't know. You're going to have to ask someone else on this one, but it's just bloody well done, mate. When I would have taken it at 136 personally, but instead it's up here, 424 right now, and it did run up to a cool 5. And definitely, probably, 300% absolutely taken out there beyond the dreams of avarice on that one. So you're doing well, you're doing really well, but you're not doing well. Or for me, sorry, I can't tell people what they're doing. I absolutely can't, because one, I'm not an expert. Two, I'm qualified to speak about this. Three, it's not financial advice at all in any shape, sense, or form. It's just ideas, and I'm clearly learning from this as well. I'm scratching my head about, how are we going to take those targets? I can't believe it could potentially go up to there, which would be, if a person's from that breakout, it's taken from the breakout up there. So it's 700, 7 times potential there. But it's crypto, and that does happen in crypto. People love it, and that's one of the reasons why people are in crypto, to get those little bets in there. So if someone had a bet there, they'd have been doing great, wouldn't they? 700 quid for 100. It's lovely, isn't it? Thinking about that. Potentially, if it was an 8 pin and 8,000. So someone is doing rather well. Okay, good, well done, well done.